Alright, so today we're going to talk about variables and expressions, and you're going to need to know the word substitution. Say it.
Substitution.
First, the definition of a variable is a letter representing a number. Some examples of variables are x, y, a, b. Any of those can take the place of a number as a placeholder. Okay? An algebraic expression is an expression like this that has to have at least one operation. By operation, I mean divide, or add, or multiply, or subtract. Okay? Now, you need to know the difference between an expression and an equation. What makes this an expression and this an equation? This has an equal sign. If it's got an equal sign, it's an equation. If it does not have an equal sign, and it has at least one operation. What's our operation here? Plus. If it has at least one operation, then it's an expression if there's no equal sign. Okay, so this right here is an expression. This right here is an equation. All right. Now, in this first example, they want us to substitute any of the variables that up here are defined. Okay, do you see any of the variables up there defined that are in here?
Yeah.
M. What did it say M equals?
4.
So in place of M, I'm going to put a
4.
So I've got 2 times 4 plus B C. B times C. Now I don't know what B times C is, so I just write it down. 2 times 4 is? 8 plus B times C. Alright, so now I'm going to show you a few examples on how to substitute inside an expression for a variable. Okay? Now, this is your variable, this is a variable, and the whole thing is a what? It's an expression. Say expression.
Expression.
And in place of P, I'm going to put 2. So I've got 5 times 2 plus, and in place of M, I'm going to substitute 4. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4, which is 14. On this second one, the only number or variable I have to replace is P, which is 2. Right there and right there. So I've got 2 times 2 plus 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 squared is 4. And when I add them up, I get 8. So here you substitute it in for the variable with an appropriate number inside the expression. Now, the second part of what we're doing today is we're going to take a sentence and make it into an expression. And we're going to take an expression and make it into a sentence. Okay? Now, there's certain words that you need to know mean certain things. Please look up here. Product means multiply. Okay? Times also means multiply. Quotient means divide. More, plus, or increased by means addition. When you increase, you're adding, you're at addition, right? Less, subtracted, or minus, decrease, all mean subtraction. Okay? So you need to understand that when we use these words, they mean certain things. For example, quotient means divide. So if I say a number, what does that mean? A number. Yeah, that's a variable. So if I say a number, you can use A, you can use X, whatever. So if I say a number minus 2, that's what it looks like. A number minus 2. If I say a number less 2, it looks like this. This is a number less 2, and this is a number minus 2. So when they use the word less, you have to do it backwards. Okay, so let's try 1 or 2. The quotient of a number and 9. The quotient of a number and 9. You know when it says quotient, it means divide. Okay, here it says 4 times a number. That's it right there. Okay? Here it says 15 less than a number. Now remember when it, hold on, it says, when it says less, you do it backwards. So what came first?
50.
So since it came first and they have the word less, it comes last. So it's x minus 15. 15 less a number, when they use the word less, you reverse it. Okay? Now what if they had said a number less 15? Then what have you written? 15 minus x. Here it says 1 less, so it uses less. So we have to say the product of 3 and m. How do you say the product of 3 and m? 3 times m, and they use 1. Does 1 go first or last? Last. So the product of 3 and m less 1. So today you learned what the definition of a variable was, how to substitute, and how to turn a sentence into an expression.